You were reading by the window, I was listening to the engine sing. Somewhere over the Atlantic, you asked me what I knew. I said almost nothing. You laughed and said me too. The cabin lights were dimming, most of the passengers asleep. You told me about the highlands, I told you about my dreams. Then the northern stars appeared through a gap above the wing. You pointed past the darkness, and suddenly I felt everything. Scotland in the distance, your voice inside my headphones. 1,000 miles behind us, and nowhere I wanted to go. You said the world was waiting. I forgot about the past. Somewhere between two countries, I found a moment built to last. Across the open sky, you never left my mind. Edinburgh was colder, the morning smelled like rain. We walked beside the old stone walls and talked like we had met again. You showed me little places tourists never seem to find. A bakery near the corner, a record shop frozen in time. Then came the final evening. You stood beneath the station clock. I wanted to say something, but every word became a thought. If I could board that flight again, I know exactly where I'd sit. I'd leave the whole world underneath just to relive the minute we met. Scotland on the horizon, your silhouette against the glass. The plane kept moving forward, but part of me stayed back. I crossed an ocean for a reason, I just didn't know your name. Now every time I see the clouds, they bring me back that way. Somewhere above the Atlantic, you became a memory I still carry. The rain stopped at 4:18. No one knew what to say. Street lights flickered one by one. Then morning found its way. Branches covered every sidewalk, water filled the underground. A bicycle against a lamppost, spinning slowly upside down. The baker opened early, someone swept the glass away. A radio from an open window started playing through the gray. And little by little, the silence broke apart. 100 ordinary people putting pieces back to heart. Wake the city, let doesn't look like something new. Maybe it's the hands around you, showing what a heart can do. Wake the city, let the morning flood the streets. Open every window, feel the pavement underneath. We don't need to erase the scars, they can tell us where we've been. When the whole world starts rebuilding, that's where life begins again. 4:17 and the first light, and the city breathes. Platform 87, 7:45. A large cup of coffee, getting cold in my hand. You were wearing a silver raincoat with a ticket between your teeth. The station clock was running slow, the ground was wet beneath our feet. A vending machine was humming, someone was dragging a suitcase. You asked me for a cigarette, then changed your mind. The loudspeaker announced your carriage. I double-checked the number. You laughed at the time and said, "You look terrified." 3 red lights above the door, a whistle in the rain. You boarded without a word, then turned back around. Take the last train to Vienna, let the train roll on. I'll be standing by the window when the first gray morning comes. No photograph between us, no address written down, just your silver raincoat fading into the city. Keep the wheels turning. Passing by the sleeping stations, I found your matchbox later inside my winter coat. A small blue cafe printed on it, and nothing else to note. I kept it in my wallet through 2 different winters. Sometimes I take it out just to remember those letters. Years passed in fragments, new apartments, different keys. But whenever the trains pulled out, I looked toward carriage 3. Maybe you forgot me before reaching the border. I never knew your last name, but I remember the time, 1:45. Vienna kept moving, and I kept the small car. Some encounters last an hour, and yet they travel so far. No photograph between us, no promise to keep, just a train beneath the streetlights, and a memory I still hold on to. Platform 7, 11:15. The glass was empty, the tracks were clear. December 24th, 7 chairs around the table. Someone burned the potatoes, and the radio lost its cable. My aunt was in the kitchen. My uncle fixed the lights. My cousins argued loudly about the television rights. There were presents by the staircase, a coat across the chair, 3 different kinds of biscuits, and wrapping paper everywhere. Then someone rang the doorbell at exactly 9:30. Nobody was expecting guests, so everyone went quiet. My uncle opened slowly, and there you stood outside, holding a supermarket carrier with snow upon your side. I'm sorry for the timing, you said with a nervous grin. My aunt said, "Come inside, darling," and pulled another chair in. Christmas at number 12, everybody moving in the kitchen. Christmas at number 12, somebody changed the song again. We had one more place at the table, one more glass beside the plates, and the strangest little surprise walked straight through the front gate. Turn it up! Midnight's coming. You knew my cousin's stories, but you'd never met the rest. You helped my uncle open the bottle he had saved. My aunt kept asking questions, you answered everyone. Then my father found an old cassette and played it just for fun. By 11 we were dancing with the curtains open wide. You taught my little cousin a ridiculous dance from '85. At midnight all the windows lit up across the street. You looked across the table and smiled directly at me. The doctor said visiting hours. I brought oranges and a magazine. I hadn't seen your street in years until I saw your name on the screen. Room 318, a blue blanket on the chair, a half-finished glass of water, and morning sunlight everywhere. You were thinner than I remembered, but you recognized my face. We talked about the weather first, then laughed about school days. I told you I'd come there. You said he's asleep upstairs. Then someone walked around the corner, and suddenly you were there. 10 years disappeared between one look and the next. You still wore that little silver watch I remembered from our last summer. We stood you I had moved enough. The old jokes came back easily like records from a shelf. We didn't mention all the years, we simply filled them in ourselves. The nurse called from the doorway, my friend was finally awake. You said, I'll let you visit, and smiled before you walked away. I stayed another hour, then found you by the stairs. You said, maybe we should talk sometime. I said, I'm already there. A decade in the rearview, gone before I reached the car. I thought I'd come to check on someone, didn't know I'd find where you are. No grand explanation, no carefully planned return, just a hospital corridor and something neither of us had learned. Room 318, the magazine stayed behind. Your silver watch was ticking like it always had. €2 at the thrift shop, a brown coat on a chair. I like the wooden buttons, so I took it home from there. The lining had a loose thread near the pocket underneath. I pulled it with my fingernail and found a folded sheet. The paper had a date on it, written in a child's hand. The letters leaned together like they were trying hard to stand. I read the first 2 sentences, then sat down on the floor. The handwriting looked familiar, though I'd never seen it before. There was a little drawing of a house beside a tree, and underneath the picture a name that used to mean everything. I found a note inside an old coat, written by the girl I was. She promised someone forever with a blue crayon and a heart. Meet me beside the playground when the afternoon bell rings. She thought the world was very simple. She thought she knew everything. La la la, fold it carefully. La la la, don't throw it away. I remember that September, the swings behind the school. Your bicycle had broken brakes. You said you thought they looked cool. We traded little secrets inside a lunchbox after 3. You said you'd marry me at 20. I said you'd better wait for me. I had forgotten all of this until that second-hand coat, a stranger's old possession, returned my childhood note. I never sent the letter. I must have changed my mind. Maybe someone found it later. Maybe it stayed there all this time. Now the paper sits beside my bed inside a wooden drawer. The coat is hanging by the doorway. I don't wear it anymore. That little girl was certain that promises could stay. She wrote them down in blue ink before she learned how years behave. 2 euros, wooden buttons, one folded piece of paper, and a name I hadn't read in years. I left the kettle on. I left the curtains wide. There was nothing left to organize before I changed my life. Reflection in the elevator, wearing clothes I never chose. A postcard on the kitchen table had been waiting there for months. A coastline drawn in faded colors and a handwritten line, come, come, come. So I took the smallest suitcase and the old guitar I kept, locked the door here. Run with the daylight. Nothing behind me. I slept beside a railway in a town I'd never seen. For strangers outside a little cafe. Someone offered me a ticket, someone else offered a ride. By sunset I was laughing at the person I had been inside. There were nights without a ceiling, there were days without a plan, but every wrong direction felt more perfect sign. If the future wants to find me, it can catch me while I maybe courage shakes like this. Maybe every closed horizon is an invitation I hadn't met. I'm alive beyond the borders of the life I used to know. Every mile becomes to do. The kettle finally went cold, and I never went back. I left the kettle on. Saturday afternoon, 2 tickets in my hand. The lake was almost empty, and you were waiting by the stand. We were 12 this summer. You stole my father's hat. I pushed the little pedal boat. You said, "Don't do that." The man beside the ticket booth was reading yesterday's news. You brought a bottle of lemonade. I brought my yellow shoes. We left the wooden platform and crossed the quiet water. You showed me where the fish were hiding, near the reeds along the shore. You said, "Remember this place?" I said, "I never forgot." Then you turned the little wheel, and suddenly the years were gone. Pedal with me across the lake, round and round until the sunlight changes. Your hand is resting on the handle, mine is keeping time with yours. The town is small behind us, the boat is drifting slow. If this afternoon could stay here, I'd never tell it where to go. Na 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 na, round the lake. Na 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 na, don't hurry. Na 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 na, don't hurry. We stopped beside the island where we used to hide our shoes. You pulled a photograph from your wallet. I laughed at the haircut too. A dog was barking somewhere. A bell rang from the pier. You said you had to leave by 5. I wished you could stay here. Some things don't need explaining. Some places keep their shape. You can grow 100 years and still remember how to play. Pedal with me across the water, past the boats and willow trees. We don't have to call it anything, just stay another 20 minutes. The ticket booth is closing. The sun is nearly gone, but for one more turn around the lake, we're 12 again before we go. Saturday afternoon, 2 empty seats and the little boat. The bus arrived late. I knew the corner before I saw it. The grocery store was smaller, or maybe I had grown. The barber still had the same sign above the telephone. The house and thought of you. At the bakery near the station, a woman called my name. I turned around expecting no one, and there you were again. You had the same crooked smile and a jacket I'd never seen. You said, "You're back for summer." I said, "Just for a week." We talked beside the doorway while customers came and went. You asked about the places I'd been. I asked where your years went. Back on my street tonight, where every window knows the view. I came here looking for the summer. I didn't expect to find you. We can walk until the shops close, past the school and number 9. Maybe leaving made me notice what was waiting here the whole time. Back, back, back again. Same old street, different eyes. Back, 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 back again. Look who's standing by my side. We found our names scratched underneath the table at the cafe. The owner said he'd seen us there on almost every Saturday. You ordered what you always order: coffee, sugar, nothing more. I remembered before you spoke, and you laughed across the door. The week went by too quickly. My suitcase waited upstairs. You said, "Come back next December," like it was easy as that. At the station on Sunday, the loudspeaker called my train. You put your hands inside your pockets and looked away. No dramatic goodbye, no promises to keep. Just one last look across the platform before the doors are released. That little town tonight, it has a different sound to me. Every corner holds a version of the person I used to be. I thought I'd left it years ago, packed inside an old suitcase. Then one ordinary afternoon, you put it back in place. The bus arrived at 6:40. Next summer, maybe I'll stay longer. Amsterdam Central, platform 4. Rain on the bicycle lanes. I dropped my map on the floor. I was looking for a tram stop with a suitcase in my hand. A man reached down to help me before I could understand. He looked at me and froze. I looked at him the same. You said my childhood nickname, and I forgot your name. We had not seen each other since the summer after school. Now you were carrying flowers, and I was carrying a wool coat. We walked beside the canal, two small coffees without asking what I'd choose. You remembered I hate sugar. I remembered you never knew. Amsterdam in October, bicycles against the wall. I came here for a holiday. You made me miss it all. We talked beneath the awnings until the cafes closed. Somewhere between the bridges, I realized I loved you. What took so long? What took so long? All those years, and I never knew. The next morning you were waiting outside my hotel door. You brought a paper bag from the bakery down the road. We rode along the water, past houseboats painted green. You told me about your neighbors. I told you what I dreamed. At 4, we missed the ferry and laughed beside the pier. You took my hand to cross the street like you had done it every year. That evening at the station, I watched the departures board. My flight was early morning, and neither one of us moved. Maybe love isn't sudden, maybe it waits quietly inside an ordinary person you haven't seen for years. Amsterdam kept the bicycles turning underneath the rain. I left with one small photograph and your number on my train. I thought I'd found a foreign city. Instead I found your face. Now every Dutch station feels like somewhere I could stay. Platform 4, 8:45. Your flowers in my suitcase, your hand still holding